They're quitters. That is not the way that Texans do things. This is not over. I will continue calling special session after special session because overtime is going to continue until they step up to vote. Once they step back into the state of Texas, they will be arrested and brought to the Texas Capitol, and we will be conducting business.
Look at how gleeful Fox News' Laura Ingraham looks at the idea of Democrats getting arrested. So Republicans want to imprison their political opponents for standing up to a corrupt voting rights bill. But when the right-wingers clearly break the law, how dare there be any punishment?
Tensions reached the boiling point earlier this week. Get out of here, you coward! After simmering for years in a Nevada turf battle, pitting rancher Cliven Bundy against the federal government.
We haven't lost this battle. We're just barely beginning.
U.S. Rangers are rounding up Bundy's cattle, claiming he has been illegally grazing his herds on 600,000 acres of federal lands for 2 decades. The Bureau of Land Management, or BLM, says Bundy's unpaid land use fees total over $1 million. Bundy says he doesn't have to pay because he has no contract with the federal government.
The money's not the deal, the cows are not the deal. It's freedom and liberty and access to our land, and get rid of this abusive government.
Freedom, liberty, access for a cattle rancher, but no freedom, liberty, and access for people who want to vote. Hello, everybody. I'm David Shuster, and thanks for joining us. The GOP's hypocrisy has been on display for years, but now that hypocrisy is coming at lightning speed and with an intensity that is truly remarkable. At this very moment, right-wing cattle ranchers are telling the government to get lost, but Texas Democratic lawmakers are being threatened with arrest for leaving town. Now, I know it's a bit more complex than that, and the larger issue in Texas is that Republicans want to make voting even more difficult. Democrats object, they're trying to make it easier, and they're denying the state legislature a quorum, which is keeping the voter suppression bill from being passed. Still, there is an important thread throughout all of this, and that is the Republican Party is losing support and becoming more extreme in their effort to try and hold on to power. Public views on LGBTQ rights, climate change, and even basic science are increasingly boosting the popularity of Democrats. So the Republican Party is doing literally whatever it can to stop the trend. This includes denying basic facts and reality. And when you deny reality, you attract extremists and people who are literally insane. Watch.
That was David Hogue right there. David, we saw him inside the Senate building. He had 30 appointments where he ran around and got to talk to senators. I got to talk to none. He had media coverage all over the place. I had 0. Guess what? I'm a gun owner.
You don't know who was in the meeting?
Which meeting are you referring to?
The meeting that never happened. Who was in it?
Is there anything that the National Forest Service or BLM can do to change the course of the moon's orbit or the Earth's orbit around the sun? Obviously, that would have profound effects on our climate.
This is what the Republican Party has become, and this is one of the 2 major political parties in the United States. It's humiliating and embarrassing regardless of where you land on the political spectrum. And if the GOP gets away with the current hypocrisy and power grab, it's going to get even worse.